아줌마 구이는 날개는 가슴도 할인 웰던으로 아줌마
엣지있게 물질 콜란 서비스 할인카드 어저께도 거기 시켰는데 쿠폰 2개 감사죠 콜란 다이어트 중이니까 다이어트 콜라
영통 튀김도 몇 개 돼요? 1+1 곱빼기 더 돼요? 옆 테이블 남는 거 싸가도 돼요? 이거 다 타 매장 쿠폰 계산되죠?
I like chicken Everybody likes chicken Let's eat chicken
with wonderful, renowned chef David Ralph.
안녕하세요.
What are you up to these days, David?
These days, no longer have my Korean restaurant anymore, but now I'm actually teaching at TAFE, so I'm teaching Asian cookery there.
Oh, lucky students.
Yeah, so it's good fun, great fun at the moment. So,
Yeah.
good fun.
And we're going to show you how to make Korean fried chicken, most popular dish. So, David, before we start, can you just explain a little bit about Korean fried chicken and why is it so famous?
Okay, yeah, so today we're doing chimag, which in Korea means chicken and beer.
Chimek.
They go so well together. They pair great, so we're going to do a little bit of that today. Korean fried chicken, 50s, 60s, it really started to boom after the Korean War, but now it's evolved to more flavours, different styles, and sort of Korea's taking something from America and how can they make it better?
That's right. It's totally a pub food, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
You can't drink beer without having Korean fried chicken. You can't have chicken without beer.
Yes, yeah, they just hand in hand.
For those young viewers out there, you can have soft drink.
Yes, yeah. Have a soft drink, have water. It's fine when you get 18, of course.
And the beauty about this, and what's important, it's really crunchy, isn't it? Is that why people like it?
I think it's crunchy. It's cooked twice.
Because it's cooked twice.
Cooked twice. Plenty of different sauces, different flavours. It's always evolving.
Yes, that's right.
Yep.
Let's do your chefy thing, David, and show everyone how to segment the chicken.
Yeah, so I've got a whole chicken and I've also got some chicken wings. But I'm going to show everyone today how we can actually break up the chicken for doing fried chicken. Of course, you can buy chicken breasts, chicken thigh fillets, chicken wings, of course, if you don't want to break up the chicken. Or you don't know how to at home. Of course, you want to save time and make it efficient. I'm just going to get some gloves on here.
And if you don't want to if you're very scared about, segmenting chicken, make sure you can use, boneless chicken. Chicken thigh or breast. So the beauty is just making fried chicken. Korean.
KFC. Korean fried chicken. Yeah.
Let's see your chefy skills.
So all we're doing is I'm just going to take out the wishbone first, which is located at the top of the chicken breast. This is just going to make it so much easier to break apart all this chicken. So I'm just going to make some incisions here.
Just getting the wishbone out of the chicken, right?
Yeah.
These are just supermarket. This is making Korean fried chicken.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's usually a little bit sweeter flavour.
Right.
So pretty much all we're looking to do, and then we want to take out.
That's so.
Wishbone.
Yeah.
Break it up. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll make a wish.
Yeah, make a wish.
Right.
Yeah.
And so David's expertly segmenting the chicken, the real chefy thing. So getting your knife skills up to work.
Yeah. So we're just taking off, which we call the Maryland. So we're taking off the oyster, which is located at the back of the chicken. We're taking off the legs, and we're taking off the thigh.
You can do this in like a couple of minutes.
Yeah, don't expect to be as fast. This is years of practice. I tend to prefer getting a whole chicken in.
Yes.
It is a little bit more cost effective, but you can actually use the whole part of the chicken if you want to have a lot of different flavours and
that's
character.
right.
And then we're just going to take off these wings.
Maybe we'll just segment those. We've got
we can
plenty
slice.
to do.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what we can do with these ones. So I prefer eating fried chicken on the bone.
Yes, me too.
More
definitely,
moisture, more flavour, more character. So we're just gonna.
Just between the bones, isn't it? You find
pretty much
sweet.
just between the joint. Yeah.
Sure.
So we're just cutting through there, breaking everything up. So it's up to you.
Yes.
I've got my leg there, and I've also got my thigh.
And as we said, smaller the chicken, better for Korean fried chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can marinate the chicken pieces in salt and pepper. But normally to tenderize and to flavour the chicken, we like to brine. And what does brining mean, David?
So the reason brining, which is usually a mixture of water and salt, but it can be milk as well, is just to add a seasoning to the chicken, give more flavour, but also draw out any blood impurities and smell.
Yes, that's right. It draws out all the impurities, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to add some salt. It's a salty brine. And then I'm going to add some pepper. So a little bit of pepper, just for seasoning, right?
Yep.
And I'm also going to add a little bit of cooking rice wine.
Rice wine, okay, excellent.
So to this, I just like the flavour in there.
Okay.
And then would you like to just put the chicken pieces?
Yeah. So
David?
I like the skin on the chicken, but you can buy chicken with the skin off, or you can take the skin off yourself. I just feel it adds a little bit more flavour.
Great tip.
Would you like me to add all these wings, or maybe a little bit later?
Would you like to show our viewers how to segment the wings?
Yeah. So this is just the wings. We've just got the little joint here. So I guess this is called the wing. Yep. And you've got.
And you kept the tip on the chicken bones.
I like to keep the tip.
Yes.
I can. If you've cooked it enough, you can. I actually did. I ate the whole
yeah.
tip. It's not for everyone, but actually I ate everything on the tip.
Unless you have these giant. Sometimes you get these giant chicken wings, and that's.
Or you can actually take if you've got smaller or larger wings.
And
you can take the tip
there
off.
is a competition for those who are watching us. There's a competition. Would you like to tell us about the competition, David?
Yes.
It's a great competition, and David's going to tell us.
Yeah. So for all the viewers today with the actual cooking show,
that's right.
The viewers are the most engaged, comment the most, are the most involved. They get to win. For 3 lucky people, they get to win a show bag, which is valued at $100. And what they've got in their show bag, it's pretty much DIY Korean fried chicken. So they've got all the ingredients that we're using today, and they also get 3 lucky viewers will get Korean recipe cookbook.
So the 2 winners get all the do-it-yourself chicken packs, all the ingredients to make Korean fried chicken, and 3 sort of lucky ones as well gets the book instead of the $100 prize.
Okay, yeah, it's a beautiful book. Yeah,
yeah. 2 top winners get the $100 prize, and 3 others get the book. Okay, so let's get cooking. If you like to just move the, let's pretend that we've got all the chicken in the brine. So if you can see, that's a brined chicken. Just brine this for at least overnight or 24 hours at least. Sometimes I brine it for 48 hours in the fridge. Yes? And then, because we don't have 24 hours, we don't have 48 hours at the moment, we've actually brined this. Right, David?
Yes.
So we've brined this for about 24 hours.
24
in the
hours?
fridge.
Yeah. You can do 12 hours, but 24 hours is perfect.
Yes, I think that's perfect.
Yeah, just more flavour, more seasoning.
Yeah, you can brine anything, right? Really?
Pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah, especially for barbecue.
I'm just going to get a bowl.
Yes.
And we're going to make a batter, homemade batter, which is just amazing. I mean, anyone can make Korean fried chicken. So we've got flour. Do your eyeballing chefy business. But usually it's 1/3 cup of flour, just regular plain flour. That's sort of the proportions. And then 1/4 cup of potato starch. That's sort of a rough proportion. And 1/4 cup of, excuse me, of rice flour. Going to be covered in flour by the end of this.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty messy, Dave. That's good. That's how we're going to cook sometimes.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
And you're going to have a big party after this. Let's go. Let's have a big party after this.
Yeah.
So let's season this with salt.
Yep.
So you can eyeball how much salt. You can grate it seasoning. And pepper. A little pinch of chili powder. And this is totally optional, but I like to have a little personal touch. So we've got some little seasonings, not in our recipe, but you can add your whatever seasoning you like. I've got nutmeg and mace, garlic powder, ginger, you know, those kind of beautiful, you know, fried chicken seasonings.
Yeah, excellent.
Yep, so if you like to just mix that, David.
Yep. I'll give you those seasonings.
While I move these ingredients, we've got a lot of ingredients here because we're going to make lots of fried chicken, right?
Yeah, we've got five styles.
Yeah.
5 styles of fried chicken today.
Five styles of Korean fried chicken happening tonight.
Yes, how good's that?
So this is your basic flour for fried chicken.
Yep.
And we're going to put the brine chicken pieces into the flour.
Yep.
If you like to do that, David.
And we just want to put them back on the board, don't we?
Yes. So we've got all the segmented chicken pieces in there. We're going to show you one way of making Korean fried chicken, and that's just flouring just the chicken pieces, just lightly dust with flour. I think 3 would do.
3's good? Yeah,
yes.
3's good.
And then what would we do? And then we're going to do 3 more of the flour.
Yep.
This
okay.
one.
Yep.
Yep. And then also we're going to use another way of doing Korean fried chicken is using store-bought flour, and we're going to show you in a minute after David's floured the chicken. But just a lightly floured chicken, we're going to fry this as is. That's one way. So we've got oil boiling, not boiling, heating up at 140, 150 degrees, do you think?
Yeah, we'll do some oil blanching, so par cooking. So we'll do oil, probably do the fryer at about 140,
yeah, so we're going to
degrees.
parboil in oil, so 150.
Yep.
You can do it up to 180. It's really up to you. It depends on your fryer. So that's one way of frying your Korean fried chicken. But another way is, see, David's lightly floured the chicken pieces. We're going to add some water and make a light batter. Would you like to mix this, David?
Mix this for you.
So I like to have fun, and my family always say, hey, I like just the lightly floured chicken. And some other friends say, I like the lightly floured dipped in batter.
Yep.
So there's 2 ways. That's great. So it's sort of like a crepe flour, isn't it? Batter?
It is, yeah. You can have a little bit thinner or a little bit thicker, depending on what your preference is. But you've got to remember, if it's a thicker batter, it's going to take longer to cook.
Yes, that's right. That's a great tip, David.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we put the lightly floured chicken into the batter for the first frying. So should we put it into the other side of the deep fryer, David?
I think you can use that one. I think that would be good. Yeah, so I'll just get this on the right temperature. So
Sure.
140, 150.
140, 150?
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah.
That's perfect. So would you like to put the chicken pieces in the other side of the fryer? And for those of you who don't have a lot of time but you love Korean fried chicken, there is always an easier way. We always have a shortcut.
It's always convenience.
And it's just as good. Right. So we've got So I've got a question, one of the viewers.
Yes.
The question is, why use 3 types of flour and what is each of their purpose? James, that's a great question, James. I was hoping someone would ask that question. Yeah, because I often just enough.
dense.
That's right.
Also, what we're looking is the flavour of chicken, not so much at the flavour of the batter. By using potato starch,
Yes.
rice flour, you could use corn flour
Yes,
as well if
that's
you'd
right.
like to do a gluten-free version.
That's
That's
right.
going to give a more crispier,
Yeah.
aerated batter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the normal plain flour gives you a little bit of depth, like as in any Korean fried chicken. The rice flour and the potato starch gives it the crispiness that we want in a fried chicken.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And then we're going to show you how to do the normal fried chicken, Korean fried chicken, using the store-bought Korean fried chicken flour.
Yes.
Yes?
Yep.
And there's a bit of trick with using this store-bought flour is you reverse the process. Am I confusing you, David?
No.
No? Yeah.
So no.
So we lightly flour first.
Yep.
So if you could do 3 chicken pieces.
Yep, into this flour.
Yes, please. I'm making you do all this hard work,
It's okay,
David.
it's okay. As long as
Yeah.
someone's handling the chicken,
That's right.
it's fine. Okay.
So we've got, and wash your hands properly after you've handled chicken. Is that a good tip?
Use gloves,
Yes.
wash your hands regularly.
That's right.
We want to
So
avoid.
that's 3. And then just going to wash my hands quickly.
Cool.
And then it's the reverse way. You add the flour, store-bought flour, add water until it's lightly battered, until it's sort of like a crepe mixture again,
That's good. Yeah.
crepe batter again, like so. Oh, how's the chicken coming
That's a good,
along?
lovely, nice
Oh,
colour.
it's nice colour.
Yeah.
You know, some people put curry powder in Korean fried chicken as well.
Would surprise me. Maybe turmeric,
yeah.
curry powder,
A little bit of turmeric.
maybe some egg colouring.
There's another question.
Yeah.
Can I air fry the chicken instead? Olivia. That's another great question. Do you air fry your chicken?
If I air fried my chicken, I'd probably just do the crumbing mixture. I wouldn't
Yes.
actually do a batter.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, or you could do a breadcrumb.
Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't do a batter. It's going to be
Yes.
way too messy. But I've got an air fryer at home.
Yeah.
I actually find the air fryer the best as well.
Yes.
If you've got some pre-cooked fried
Yes.
chicken, heating it up in the air fryer because it
Right.
draws out the oil.
Yes.
But yeah, I think it works perfect.
Well, I've got a great air fryer. I've got a little good tip. Don't use batter, but lightly dust the chicken. Put it in your air fryer. Spray with a little bit of oil, and then turn on your air fryer. And I tell you what, it comes up beautifully. So we should have gotten an air fryer and showed everyone.
Yeah, no.
Thank you, Olivia. That was a great question. So we'll show you another way. Lightly dust the chicken, dipped in flour.
Which one do we want to use, Chef?
So do you want to take those chicken has been in there earlier.
Yes.
So we know by the color anyway.
I'll just grab a bowl.
So, and then we roll it in flour again. Right? We roll it in flour again. And we roll it in flour again. So putting the chicken into batter and then putting it into flour, what it does, it makes a really crumbly batter,
Yep.
a really crumbly, crunchy chicken. So I love that. So there's various ways of making and frying Korean fried chicken. Right, I'll just move this out of the way so that we have more room. David, how's the frying going?
Frying's going good.
Yeah.
I think what we'll mention is some deep fryer safety
Yes,
because we're working with 180, 200 degrees oil.
yes,
Now, at home I usually use a wok, or you can use like a frying pan, something that's heavy based, high sides. It's good to have a thermometer because
Yes.
you want to check your oil.
yes.
Another tip is you can actually use just a bamboo or wooden chopstick.
Yes.
Once that bubbles, you know the
It's
oil's
not really
ready.
hot enough
No,
right
it's
now
not hot
because
enough
it's not
now.
bubbling. So that's how you can check whether the oil is hot enough. But at if you keep an eye on it, don't go away, don't have a cup of coffee and make coffee, just keep an eye on it. You can fry at home quite easily. So while the chicken's frying, we're going to do make the sauces.
Okay, what sort of sauce?
Two different sauces.
What are we going to make first?
One soy base. And one's gochujang base.
Gochujang base.
Chili.
Yum yum.
Yeah,
okay,
yum.
Great.
Yeah, yum. The one you like.
The sweet chili.
Yes.
Sweet, spicy, sour.
So I just turned the stove on. Right, I've added some oil, about a tablespoon or two of canola oil. And we're going to do soy sauce base sauce first.
Yep.
And I'm going to add a bit of garlic. Probably the oil's not hot enough. But we've got a lot of chicken to go through, right, David?
Yeah, plenty.
We've got ginger going in. And you saute the ginger and the garlic in oil. And then add some soy sauce. How's the chicken? It's looking great. So you add some soy sauce. And I'm going to add a bit of, this is rice syrup. So it's very handy in a Korean kitchen, right, David?
Yeah, it's a really nice sweetener.
That's right.
If you don't want to use a corn syrup or a glucose.
Yes.
It's got a nice flavour.
That's
nice
right.
Balanced flavour.
And can we use honey? Have you ever used honey?
Honey? Yeah, honey's another natural product, would work really well.
Yes.
Okay, so...
Okay, we've got another question. Oh, there's so many questions and there's such great questions.
I like hard questions as well.
Yes, would you like to read out from Nancy?
Okay, Nancy's asked, can we do the first fry in oil and then the second fry with the air fryer? And for me, that would work really well. Because you're going to, I guess, I don't want to talk about health food doing fried chicken, but it is going to be a little bit healthier because you're taking out all that oil.
Right.
So you're actually going to get a crispier chicken. I think that's perfect. Yeah,
that's perfect. Yeah, Nancy, that is just a great way of, actually you're better than us. We should have mentioned that before.
Should have brought an air fryer.
That's such a great tip. You can. And it works really well too.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm going to just add a little bit of water to the sauce and let this just simmer away and just reduce so that it's a little bit stickier because we're going to toss the chicken through this sauce. So that's one sauce, sweet soy sauce, yeah? And then we're going to make another sauce. So see how it's looking really starting to bubble away? And you can add a little bit of chili if you like. Just a little bit of chili.
What sort of chili are we using for this sauce?
Just finely ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gochugaru or?
Gochugaru.
Gochugaru. Okay.
Gochu means chili in Korean. Garu means powder. So chili powder.
Yeah. So we're using all Korean ingredients.
That's right. That's right.
Gochugaru is great. One of my
for
favourites.
those of you who don't have access to a Korean supermarket, any chili powder is fine. So it's paprika, Mexican chili, any chili that you can get your hands on.
With cayenne pepper.
Fine. Cayenne pepper. So that was my first sauce. And actually, I've forgotten something important. You can add a little bit of oyster sauce, and I call this my umami in soy sauce.
Okay.
Just going to put this in the sink. Right, and then I've added some more oil.
Okay.
How's the chicken coming along?
Chicken's done. Chicken's done. So I'll just
Chicken's done?
I'll bring it over here for you, just so I'd make a bit of space.
Right.
We've got our three styles.
3 styles.
So we've got our crumb blanched. We've also got batter, and then we've also got our convenience product chicken.
That's right.
So by blanching the chicken at 140, 150, we're sort of cooking it 3/4 of the way.
Yes,
like
right.
maybe even more, 90%. Okay? So that's going to give a nice sort of crispiness as well. But it's also going to retain a lot of that moisture in the chicken.
It's kind of like parboiling, but it's in oil, right?
Yeah, they call it oil blanching.
Oil blanching. Yes,
so,
that's right.
And then we're going to turn the fryers up, and then we're going to finish off the chicken.
So what temperature would you?
190?
Yeah.
190 to 200.
That's
I think
right.
190 is nice. Like most of your domestic deep fryers, they're probably going to go up to about 190 to 200.
Yes.
But with safety, it can catch a light. I
Yes.
think it is a little bit safer to use the actual,
That's right.
these sort of type of
Yeah.
fries, the ones that you can keep on your bench. I
Yeah.
know they'll stink the house out for a little bit, so it's good to have a bit of
That's right.
ventilation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's important you don't overfill the fries.
Oh, that's a question for you,
Yeah.
David.
Yep. Hi David, have you tried crushed cereal or similar as a crumbing material from Scott? Yeah, I have. That's really good. I've done not only chicken but schnitzels. Usually cornflakes. I find cornflakes work really well. If you do sort of if you get some corn, you can crush them up a little bit, and they work great because it's got
Yeah.
another new texture.
I think that Scott must have gone to your restaurant because your beautiful restaurant that your fried chicken was really famous for.
Yeah.
David actually had nuts.
Yeah,
on it.
we served
Yeah.
it with sort of almonds,
Yes, and
hazelnuts. Yeah, so it was almost that sort of granola
Yes, that's right.
muesli
It was
thing with the
delicious.
chicken.
So, Scott, you can put cereal or nuts.
It's up to your imagination.
Yes,
So
that's right.
you can use panko, like
Yeah.
breadcrumbs, or you can do plain breadcrumbs. I think Korea's mostly famous for the batters.
Yes, I think breadcrumbs, we're going to another territory, I think.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I think Koreans prefer the powder
Yes,
or
that's
the
right.
batters. Yeah.
Okay, so everyone, we're going to make the second lot of sauces. There are so many different types of sauces, but we're just making two right now. So in oil, you add a little bit of garlic, fresh garlic, and then you saute the garlic.
Do Koreans eat a lot of garlic?
Oh.
Is there much garlic in Korean cuisine?
It's a sky blue. Right, and then to this we're going to add some gochujang.
Gochujang,
And what
yeah.
is gochujang, David?
So it is
Yes,
fermented
David.
chili paste. So it's
Yes.
fermented chili paste, usually with a rice or glutinous flour, a malt.
Yes.
Chilies.
right.
Yeah, usually a bit of gochujang.
And to this we're going to add tomato sauce. Just to, maybe it's a bit of an imposter, but just to make it less spicy. And tomato sauce has the red color. Should we fry the chicken again, David? The second fry.
I think sounds good.
Yeah?
Sounds good. I'll do them all together.
That's right.
So-
So while this chicken, this sauce is cooking, do you want to put the chicken pieces?
Maybe I'll just show a quick little safety tip. Because you probably noticed when I did the batter with the chicken, I actually you hold the chicken up and you sort of spread the chicken back and forth if it's in a batter. Because if you just drop it into the fryer, it's going to stick to the basket. And also, you've got to be a little bit patient. Don't wiggle the basket around or try and play with the chicken. Just
Yes.
let it cook for a couple of minutes.
That's right.
But if you're doing a lot of chicken at home, you can actually get this all into the basket. You can see all that's really crispy. We can
It won't
actually
stick now because it has been par fried, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much
Yeah.
par cooked. About 80-90%.
That's right.
Doing it that way, it just
Sure.
prevents you from getting burnt.
Yes.
Yep.
And would you like to? We've already fried some beforehand.
Yes.
There's a lot of Korean cultural center staff drooling at the moment because we're going to have a little dinner.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
quite a yummy dinner with this Korean fried chicken. So with this gochujang based sauce, because it's a little bit too thick, I'm going to add a bit of water. And always have a little bit of water or cooking wine in hand just to thin out the sauce. And then I'm going to add some sesame oil. I'm going to add some sesame oil to the other sauce as well. And I'm going to also add some rice syrup. And this also to sweeten the sauce.
And
So,
rice syrup's gluten-free?
Yes, definitely.
Yep,
There's
yep,
no
yep.
gluten in rice. So we've got another lot of sauce here. If you want it more spicy, you can add a bit more chili powder. Koreans just love garlic. Koreans just love chili powder.
Garlic.
So it's good for you. You can live up to be 200 years old with all this chili.
Yeah.
So how's the frying
It's coming
going?
nice.
Beautiful. So we've got two sauces here. And to this, you can add a bit more sugar if you want. I'm going to just check this sauce out. This doesn't need any more sugar. Or maybe, do you have a sweet tooth?
Oh, sweet tooth.
Yeah,
bit more
just a
sugar.
little bit more sugar just to temper out the chili. Here you go. And just for that little bit of color, we're going to add some sesame seeds. And Koreans just love sesame, right?
Sesame,
Yeah.
oil, seeds.
That's right. So this is done. So the two sauces are ready now, David.
Okay, what chicken
So
should we
how's
use?
the chicken?
What do you reckon should we use for this yum chicken? What
Why don't
style
we
should we
keep,
use?
well, 3 styles.
3 styles,
We're going to, okay, there's another question from Marie.
Yep.
Amongst the wide variety of fried chicken flavors in Korea, what is the most popular? Marie, that's a personal question, preference. My family, we like it plain, like original style. But then we like to have a little bit of sauce ones as well. The soy and the chili one, gochujang, these are the most popular. You have one piece of the sauce one, and then you go back to the plain. But these days there are so many different types of sauces, like green onion. But we're going to show you also, Marie, a very popular one, snow cheese. So I'm going to show you in a minute how snow cheese, how we can make that. But I think the original, the soy and the gochujang one is the most popular.
I think so. Yeah, usually soy, gochujang,
Yes, that's right.
spicy,
How can you
salty.
go wrong with these sauces? You can't go wrong with soy.
I usually have all 3 on a table.
Yes.
Just give me one original,
Yeah.
one soy, one
Yes,
spicy.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're also going to show you that you don't have to do just you don't have to do chicken pieces. You can do it with boneless chicken, which we've prepared earlier. So these had been fried
Yeah, oil blanched.
Yeah, oil
We can
blanched.
go Oil
Yes,
blanching. Yes.
the chefy
Chefy
term.
term. So we've used the breast for this one because it's a leaner part of the chicken. It's easy to take the bone out. Or you could use chicken thigh. I probably prefer chicken thigh fillets.
Yes,
More
that's
fat,
chicken
more
thigh.
flavour.
Yes, we've fried that. Should we plate up, David?
I think we're ready to
Yep.
plate up. Yeah.
That's right. So we've got. Are you going to fry it in there?
I think I'll fry it in here, but I can show viewers. We can do it in
Yes.
the fry pan. So I got a lot of chicken here.
Yes, that's
Almost
right.
popcorn-esque chicken. Got the hungul
Yes.
question.
We could just. I'll show you. Yes. Okay, we could move that. I don't want it to boil.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll do it. Turn down the a little bit.
I'm just gonna get the plate for the boneless chicken.
Yep.
Yes. We might move this. I don't want it. Yes, it's coming up nicely, isn't it? So, we might move this this wok
Yep.
out of the way because I want the viewers to see the chicken.
Yes.
So we'll
that's
just
important.
move. Yes, very important. So we'll move this wok out of the way. Now let's plate this up, David.
Yep.
I'll just turn this off. Let's plate this up. So we've got. This is has been. We prepared this already because there's a lot of stuff here for us to feed. Okay, so let's plate this up. This is the original. Actually, we'll keep this the original. Original chicken pieces.
Do you prefer chicken on the bone or chicken off the bone, chef?
I like it on the bone.
On the bone.
It's a chefy thing. It's my personal preference. But my son, who's a teenager, is a bit lazy sometimes when he eats. He likes the boneless chicken. So I'll show you how to put the chicken in the sauce and sort of toss it in the sauce. So we've got fried chicken here. We're going to toss it in the sauce, the soy one. So, David, while I'm tossing the chicken in the sauce, would you like to talk about this beautiful Australian beer that you prepared for us?
I think so, yeah. They are sitting there for a reason.
Well, definitely won't be ignored after we finish with this.
I've done some painful homework over the weekends to find some great Australian beers to pair with our fried chicken. I've gone a little bit Sydney-centric because we are in Sydney. So I've got 5 today. I've got the Goat, which is lager, made in Newtown. This one's probably perfect with the shallot or with the soy.
Right.
Lots of hops.
Great. So which one did you say?
So this is the Goat. Yes, so this is the lager from Newtown. It's
Do you want to pour it into a glass?
I'll pour it. Yeah, give it a pour. Yeah.
I've just tossed the chicken in soy. So that's, I think, was it Nancy who asked which is my favorite sauce for the chicken? This is one of them. Right, Nancy? I wish that the viewers could smell and feel the crunchiness of this chicken right now. So that's the soy. Oh my goodness, that's a great pouring.
Yeah, I guess that.
Great pouring.
Got a bit of a sweat with all this fried chicken.
Wow, now this is, it's sort of like an amber. What color would you say? It's like an amber color, would you say?
Amber shale.
Amber, yeah. So
that one's nice, but we've got a pale ale. This one's actually my personal favourite because I had this on at the restaurant. This is probably our best seller back in the day with the fried chicken.
Yes.
I like this one with the original.
You like it?
Works really well. It's a lot of character, a lot of flavour. It's not too strong. It's not as, again, it's a pale ale, amber ale, so it's not as strong as your lager. I just think it blends really well. There's not a lot of contrasting flavours because we've got the original chicken and then we've got...
Oh, I like the colour of that as well, David.
Yeah, lovely little colour there.
I love the bubbles.
Yep.
I can't wait to try all these beers.
Yeah, we've got something a little bit more left of centre now. So I've actually got this one. So then another Newtown beer. This one's actually, the Lord Nelson's actually done the Rocks in Sydney. It's a beautiful little brewery and pub there. This one's from Young Henry's and Newtown. So they're all, I've tried to go a little bit craft breweries today. This one's actually made with blueberry.
Oh my goodness.
So it's a little bit, they call it the dark side of the moon. So it's a dark blueberry sour. So it's got some sourness, it's got some sweetness, some fruitiness to it. It's quite soft. It's not as hoppy as, say, our lagers, but it blends really well with the cheese chicken.
Oh,
so it's going with that sort of, it's going with that sort of saltiness.
So you toss the chicken. This is gochujang. Gochujang is a lot more stronger as a sauce. So I don't put the sauce as much as, I don't toss it as much as I did with soy. So you just toss in this warmed up sauce, the chicken pieces in this warmed up sauce. And what do you, oh wow, I love the colour. It's like,
nice smell.
Yes, beautiful smell. You've there's a bit of a purple hue, David.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Really not really very left of centre. But I feel like cheese chicken is left of centre.
Yes.
So it's not the first thing I think of Korean fried chicken.
That's right.
It is very modern. I think that's the most modern style we're doing on fried chicken.
Would you like to pour the next one?
Yeah. So this one, again, we can do with the shallot, but it's also good with the soy. So this is Bolter from the Gold Coast. So this is an XPA, so extra pale ale.
This is a great question for you, David.
So Celestine's asked, pairing with rice wine will do as well. I guess rice wine, so she's talking about like,
Celestine. Celestine.
Celestine?
Apologize if you're not. Yes.
It's a beautiful name, Celestine.
Beautiful name, yes.
So what she's asking, I guess, is sojus from
Yes.
Korea, maybe sakes from Japan. I
Yes.
think could work well. Yeah. For me, I drink soju with a lot of things, which is a Korean distilled rice alcohol. I think they'd work great as well.
That's right.
I think they would work
Yeah.
well for me. Yes, yeah.
And makgeolli as well. A lot of people have it with, that's my favorite, pairing with
Oh, you like
makgeolli.
makgeolli? Really?
Yeah. And the soju in beer, that's another one, isn't it?
Yeah, I was getting out
Yes.
of control there. Yeah,
Yes.
that's one there. Okay.
Yes, that's
Again,
right.
Yeah, that one. So it is an extra pale ale, the XPA, but
So tell us about the last one.
the last one we're actually going to pair with the yang yum, so the chili chicken. So this is actually a
Right.
Pacific ale from Four Pines in Manly. This one's really nice.
Oh,
It's really going to
I'm looking
offset
forward
that
to
chili
that. Yes.
and that spiciness. Really floral beer, a lot of fruity notes. Just really good balance with all our chickens today. But again, if I'm drinking soju with chicken, I'd probably just stick with the original, maybe same as makgeolli.
Yes.
I feel like beer has a greater balance of going all different types of chicken.
Yes, that's right.
I guess, yeah. But
Yeah. So we're going to sprinkle some sesame seeds over the yangnyeom chicken, which is the gochujang based one.
yes.
So just for a little bit of color, and you can't have Korean fried chicken without these radish pickles, right? You can purchase this from Korean stores, or you can make it by pickling in vinegar and salt and sugar. You just dice up some radish, and you can just pickle it like this. We'll just leave it there.
Make room for
And you said that you wanted the snow cheese one, right?
Yes,
And which
I'll give
is
it a try.
with the last one, which is do you know what they are?
Of course. The snow chicken.
I know this is blueberry.
Yeah, this is the blueberry one. The snow chicken, I've actually chosen, this is the Pacific ale.
That's
This is the Four Pines from Manly. That one works really well. That one's the best though. That one's really the best for me for the cheesy chicken.
Really?
Yeah.
So I better get onto this quickly so that you can have it with your beautiful beer.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, so I've got just normal Parmesan cheese. You know the ones that your grandmother used to eat?
In the stainless steel
yes,
can.
Yes, yes.
It lives in the
not
cupboard
in
forever.
Yes, that's the one, the
Yep.
non-refrigerated one.
Yep.
So some cheese. I've got a little bit of icing sugar. This is optional. You don't have to make it sweet. And I've got some parsley that I'm going to add.
Yep.
And for a little tip, for seasoning, if you have any instant noodles, save some sauce, the sauce sachet, and you can use this as seasoning. But if you don't have this, you can also add salt. Okay, so this no cheese. So mix that.
Okay,
You want to
will
pour
do.
that into
On the top of this
the
one?
chicken, and we've got boneless chicken here. There's so many questions flying everywhere. Is it okay to cook once and freeze? Then the final cook when you're ready for a snack, that's grand. What do you think?
I think for food safety, it's better to cook the chicken fully cooked than freeze. For me.
Yes.
Because really
Totally.
freezing doesn't kill the bacteria.
That's right.
So-
Does that answer the question, Grant?
Well, yeah.
It's a great question.
I actually if I'm making a big batch of fried chicken, I actually freeze it. I cook it all.
Yes,
And then
same.
I use the air fryer
Yes.
to reheat it.
Oh,
Perfect,
right.
perfect.
So
We just wanna
there's
sn-
lots of uses.
Do we just want a snow effect?
Lots of snow.
Lots of snow?
It's like dumping at the moment. So dumping of the snow cheese. So that's going to go with your blueberry beer,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
Great,
that.
great.
And then some parsley.
Okay.
This is not snow, but good color.
Good colour, good flavour.
Yes,
Okay.
and then last but not least, this is one of my family's favorite, is
Okay.
padak.
Yep.
So this is sort of like, green onion strands. You can use your, knife, do your knife thing.
You can buy from
or
Korean.
You can buy
You
them
can buy
from
from a
Korean
Korean
supermarket.
Usually the Korean
already
butcher. Yeah,
stranded
Korean
like
butcher.
this.
Yeah, you can buy
Yes.
already.
Or Korean supermarket. And to this, we're going to just add, the sauce is quite simple. Soy sauce, some vinegar, So I might use the rice syrup from here. Some vinegar into the rice syrup. And can you just squeeze some this wasabi?
Wasabi? Of
Yeah,
course.
Korean one. Some soy sauce. And sugar if you want to. But I think we've got enough sugar in all the other sauces. So you just mix them up. So this sauce for the pada is salty, sweet and sour with a hint of wasabi or mustard if you don't have Korean wasabi. And you can just pour a little bit over the chicken. There you go, and you've got this padak sauce. So here it is.
Wow. Looks good. How good does it look?
We've done it in less than an hour.
Less than an hour?
Yeah, in about
yeah.
40 minutes. We've made 5 different types of Korean fried chicken.
Easy, yeah? Easy.
KFC,
Easy.
some
Yeah.
people say BFC.
BFC? Okay.
Yeah, best fried
Best
chicken.
fried chicken? Okay.
So, which one are you going to pick? I like to try all, but I have to pick one.
If you're gonna, I reckon try the blueberry.
You sure? I know
Yeah.
you were dying to.
No,
yeah.
I'm trying to drink them all. But that's why I keep moving them away. I don't want them. I'm trying to get
Sure,
them out of my
all right.
eyesight. Yeah, for me, I'm probably going to lean towards the Pacific Ale. It's pretty a little bit hot today.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue, David.
Okay. Should we say kombe?
Kombe.
Kombe?
Kombe.
Or Jan? Cheers.
Kombe. Cheers.
Nice.
Oh, this is beautiful.
It's good. How good's
Love
that?
it. So I guess
What
I
we
better
wanna try.
have the snow chicken. Snow chicken
I guess I'm going to have to use my hands
and the blueberry beer.
and some of the spicy.
I wish you can hear this. Sorry to speak with a mouthful. So crunchy. Can you see if you can hear the crunch? Yeah?
Wow,
And see
that's
if you
great.
can
That's great.
hear the crunch. This is what Korean fried chicken is all about.
That's lovely. Spicy, sweet, sour. Yeah, it really goes well with the beer. What do you think about the beer with the snow chicken?
Just unbelievable.
Oh,
This is probably the best combination that I've had with the snow chicken. What do you think about the chicken, David?
chicken's very good. I feel that.
Can you
I
hear
feel
that?
that
Can you
par,
hear that?
oil
You've done
blanching.
well.
It's crunching. It's crunching.
Yeah.
It's snap.
I wish the viewers can hear this. Yes.
That's good. How good is it?
It's
yeah,
good.
Yeah, that's
Thank
great. No, beers,
Thank you.
chicken. That's
Yeah.
right. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for cooking with me.
Anytime. Fried chicken, beer.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. And make sure you put a lot of comments, like us, and there's lots of prizes to give away. Thank you. 감사합니다.
감사합니다. 수고하세요.
Fried chicken, I like chicken. Everybody likes chicken. Let's eat chicken. 양념 chicken, fried chicken. 나는 양념치킨, 나는 후라이드 치킨도 많이 줘 아줌마.
구이는 날개는 다리는 목은 빼주세요 아줌마.
고도 비만 치킨, 꽉 찬 치킨, 와인 같은 걸로 아줌마.
구이는 날개는 가슴도 다리 웰던으로 아줌마.
애들에게 물티슈, 콜란 서비스, 할인카드.
대접.
어저께도 거기 시켰는데 쿠폰 2개 감사줘. 콜란 다이어트 중이니까 다이어트 콜라.
염통튀김도 몇 개 돼요? 1+1 곱빼기 더 돼요? 옆 테이블 남는 거 싸가도 돼요? 이거 다 타 매장 쿠폰 계산되죠?
I like chicken. Everybody likes chicken. Let's eat chicken. 양념 chicken, fried chicken. I like chicken. Everybody likes chicken. Let's eat chicken. 양념 chicken, fried chicken.
후라이드 좋다던